Hi, everybody. It's Deborah from PeopleLovingAnimals.com. Thanks for coming and watching my video. We are here on my website, PeopleLovingAnimals.com, and the article and the subject we're going to be talking about today is the best ways to stop a dog from barking. This is a request I get a lot for my website. A lot of people are searching my website on this topic, so I like to provide information, so I thought I would share this video with you. Best ways to stop a dog from barking. Barking can drive anybody crazy, and but the thing is excessive barking is not something that a dog needs to do in order to be happy. Dogs obviously should be allowed to bark. It's how they talk. If they're barking with other dogs in the yard or whatever, they shouldn't be expected to not bark. But a dog who is barking excessively, um, probably does need some help because excessive barking is usually a sign of stress, frustration, anxiety, and these things are not good for your dog. So if your dog is barking excessively, it's a good thing to get some help with it and to get it solved, not only for you but for your dog. Now, I'm going to recommend a dog trainer named Doggy Dan. He has an online dog training website called the Online Dog Trainer. Doggy Dan is a professional dog trainer and a behavioral specialist. He has a website containing more than 250 videos on how to train your dog. The videos of Doggy Dan actually working with the dogs. So you actually get to watch videos of a professional dog trainer actually working with the dog and training the dog. And he does have videos on the website about what to do if your dog is barking excessively. So that's my recommendation to you. That's what I think you should do, and that's the help that I think is going to work for you if you do have a dog who is excessively barking. Now, in the description box of this video, I'm going to give you a link to this article that we're seeing here on my website, and so you'll be able to go in here, you'll be able to read this article, you'll be able to click on the buttons and so forth. And I'll also give you a link to the Doggy Dan website where you can go in and you can check out these videos. But let me just go through this article because there's a few things you need to know. First of all, at the very top of the article, you'll see a video here. This is a testimonial about this woman used Doggy Dan's website to help her with her dog's barking excessively. And it's an interesting video in that she says that animal control was actually called to their house because their dogs were so bad that the neighbors were actually calling. And barking wasn't the only problem they were having with their dog. More than one dog. They have pit bulls. They were having a lot of problems. And so she did this video testimonial about her experience with Doggy Dan and how it totally solved their problems for their dogs and for them. So when you click into this article, you're going to be able to see that video. It's just a short video. Also, like I said, you're going to be able to click in to check out the online dog trainer. Now, let's talk about dog barking a little bit. There's a couple of things that happen when your dog barks. Like, for example, a common problem is the dog barking when you leave the house. It's a very common issue. And one of the things that I want to just touch on briefly here, and you'll learn more about it when you're on the online dog trainer website and you are listening to Doggy Dan. What he's going to be telling you is that, your dog, how do I say it? Your dog is born to protect the pack. That's what they are. That's what they do. And so if you're not considered by your dog to be the pack leader, then he thinks he is. And he thinks he has to protect you. And if you've ever heard about pack leader training, teaching your dog that you're the pack leader, it's not that dominant, violent, hold your dog down, be aggressive, show your dog who's boss. It's none of that crap. That dominant, violent dog training is just stupid. It's stupid and it's ineffective. But what is effective is the way that Doggy Dan teaches you the simple steps you can do in your house every day to let your dog know that you're in charge, that you're the pack leader. He doesn't have to make decisions. He doesn't have to protect the house. He doesn't have to protect you. And so what happens is a dog who thinks he's the pack leader, for example, when he's left home alone, the pack is gone. Okay, if it's, say, like husband and wife and two kids, you're his pack. And you all get up and go to work and school, and the pack is gone, and he has no idea where you are, and he's worried sick, and he's home barking all day. That really is it. Also, a dog who will bark excessively if the doorbell rings, or bark excessively if somebody comes into the yard, um, all that sort of stuff. And also when they're ripping apart the couch when you're not home, or they're eating the kitchen rug, all these things, this anxiety, the barking, all of it, it all comes down to the core problem that the dog thinks he's the pack leader. He doesn't understand that you're in charge. He doesn't see you as being the one in charge, and he has this huge, kind of weight on his shoulders, that he feels like he has to protect the house, and he feels like he has to protect the family. And it creates a lot of stress and anxiety for a dog. So it's important to get that training, and Doggy Dan does a really good job of it. And he'll explain it to you when you get into the website. You'll be able to watch the videos about dog barking, and you'll see Doggy Dan doing a much better job of explaining that than I just did. So when we say, so what's the solution? This is basically what I just explained. You need to become the pack leader. There's an article on my website. There's a link here, how to become the pack leader. And Doggy Dan will give you step-by-step videos on how to do that. Other ways to stop dog barking that you can just kind of try to lessen it a little until you can get a chance to go through the videos with Doggy Dan and take the steps to help your dog to understand that you're the pack leader. A few things you can do. First of all, exercise. If you exercise your dog before you leave, the dog's going to be more tired, and he's going to be more inclined to relax a little bit more. Finding the right space. Try leaving your dog in different areas when you leave. Some dogs are more relaxed outside, others inside. Some prefer smaller areas like the laundry room. Try different spots and see where they seem to be most relaxed. Obviously, provide your dog with food and water. If they're too hungry, if they're too thirsty, they're going to bark. They need something. And of course, that's always the first thing to wonder if your dog is barking ever, is does the dog need something? It's just like a baby. If the baby's crying, has the baby been fed? Has the baby's diaper been changed? You gotta find out, does the dog need something? You might want to leave the radio on. I used to do this for a little miniature dachshund I had named Maggie, and my dad would make fun of me because I would leave the radio on when I left the house for the dog. But, it helps them so they don't hear every sound in the neighborhood. They don't hear the garbage truck. They don't hear car doors slamming. They don't hear the neighbors' voices. And if you have a dog who has a barking problem, then why not drown out with the radio a lot of those triggers? So it can help. And also, it's just kind of soothing for the dog. There are herbal remedies that will help your dog to calm down and stop barking. And on my website, you'll see there's a link for that. You can find out more about that. Hire a dog walker. A break in the middle of the day can certainly help. It doesn't have to be a paid professional. It can be the kid next door, a retired guy. Ask around. You might be surprised. There might be people right in your neighborhood who would be happy to come over and visit your dog and take him for a little walk. And that would be a nice break in his day. And it would just kind of help him get through the day. Also, leaving calmly. Say goodbye 5 minutes before leaving to help your dog stay relaxed as you go. Don't make a big gosh darn deal about you leaving. And also, don't make a big deal about you coming home. Okay, you're adding to the problem when you do that. You just have to make the dog understand that your coming and going is a regular part of life, and it's okay. And like I said, if you've done the pack leader training with your dog, then your dog's not going to be upset that you are leaving. Okay, so it all kind of ties in together. And don't get another dog to solve the problem. That's not the problem. If your dog's barking all day when you're at work, you get another dog, you're going to have two dogs barking all day. Unless you've done the pack leader training, and unless you've set the mindset for the dog to know that it's okay when you're not at home, you're just going to compound the problem by getting another dog. So again, my recommendation to you is the online dog trainer. I'm going to give you a link to this article. You can go in here. You can watch that video that we talked about. You can sign in here, and you can get the help that you need. Now, let me just tell you something that's pretty exciting, and this is one of the things I like about Doggy Dan. First of all, he's SPCA endorsed. I don't know about you, but I consider that a big deal. I really do. because I don't know, I respect the SPCA and the fact that he's SPCA endorsed. I just think that's just a really good qualification. But Doggy Dan offers a 3-day $1 trial to his website. So you can sign up, and for $1, you get 3 days where you can watch as many videos as you want. And like I said, there's more than 250 step-by-step dog training videos where you're watching Doggy Dan train the dog on this website. So for the $1, you get 3 days and you can watch as many videos as you want. And, if you're having a problem with the dog barking, then you can do a search for the videos on dog barking and you can watch them, or any other dog issue under the sun. Believe me, he covers them all. Now, at the end of the 3 days, if you want to watch more videos or you need more time, you can get a monthly membership that's $47 a month, and you can cancel that at any time. Okay, so if you do the $1 for 3 days, and then after the 3 days, you're like, wait a minute, I didn't have enough time to watch the videos. There's a few more videos I want to watch. The other thing is, you don't want to just sit around watching videos all day. You want to watch the videos, and then you want to, you know, do the stuff with your dog. You want to apply what you've learned with your dog. So if you don't have enough time within the 3 days, go ahead and get a month's membership for $47, and then you've got a whole month, and you can watch more videos, and you can spend the time and work with your dog. And then after that, it'll be up to you. You can cancel at the end of that month if you want, or you can keep going for 6 months. It's up to you. But it's a really good thing that for $1 you can go in there, you can check it out. And if you're having a problem with dog barking, I'd be willing to bet you're having a problem in other areas with your dog as well. Because if you haven't done the pack leader training and your dog does not clearly see you as the pack leader, you're probably having several other behavioral issues as well with your dog. So I'm hoping that what's going to happen is you went on YouTube and you searched for a video on how to stop your dog from barking, and you end up here and you go in and you do the Doggy Dan training, and you end up getting a whole lot more problems solved for your dog instead of just the barking. So I hope that this has helped you. I hope that you'll go ahead and do it because, again, if your dog is barking excessively, the dog is probably under stress. You don't have a happy and content dog. If you have a dog who's barking too much, you do not have a happy and content dog, nor are you happy and content, right? So go ahead and do it. Check it out. Get Doggy Dan's advice. Do the pack leader training with your dog. Get it solved. And, then the two of you can just relax. You and your dog can just relax, and you can have a nice relationship and not have any of these dog behavioral issues. It's so worth it. It's worth it for you, and it's worth it for your dog. Let me just tell you also, I donate to animal charities. I do get paid for my website. I get paid commissions on the products and services that I promote on my website. I do get a commission when you sign up for Doggy Dan. And I write many, many articles on this website. It's not only for dogs, but it's for cats too. If you go to my website, you'll see I have cat training, dog training, puppy training, pet health. I have so many things. And I do recommend the products and services that people need to help them with the issues with their dogs and cats. And I do get a commission for doing that. And that's how I make a living. But what I do is I donate 10% of all the commissions I make on this website, peoplelovinganimals.com, to animal charities. And when you go on my website, you can click into this article and click the link, or you can just go to the homepage of the website and you'll see a list of the animal charities that I donate to. So that's kind of a cool thing. So if you wouldn't mind sharing this video, share my website with your friends who have dogs and cats, especially if you have a friend who has a problem with an animal. For example, if you have a friend who also has a dog who's barking too much. For example, if you have a friend who has a problem with dog aggression, aggressive dogs, it's very dangerous. It's just a very dangerous situation for people and for the dogs. I do have a video here on YouTube about how to control dog aggression. There's articles on my website about dog aggression. So like I said, if you have friends who have pets that they're having issues with, please refer them to this YouTube channel. Please refer them to my site, peoplelovinganimals.com. And please let them know that I donate 10% to charity, because we're all helping each other and we're helping animals at the same time. So again, in the bottom of in the description box of this video, you're going to find a link to this article, the article that we've been reading here on my website. You're also going to find a link to go ahead and do the $1 trial with Doggy Dan, and from there you'll be able to go ahead and purchase a membership if you choose to. You're also going to receive a link in the description box here to sign up for my email subscriber list. I have two. I have one for dog lovers and I have one for cat lovers. And if you decide to visit my website, you're probably going to see a pop-up where at some point where you can sign up for my subscriber list, or you can just use the link in the description box of this video. I have an email subscriber list, like I said, one for dog lovers, one for cat lovers, and I send articles like this on a regular basis. Anytime I do an article, anytime I do a video, you'll get a link to the article and the video, and it's all information on how to help your dog, how to train dogs, problems with dog, health issues with dogs. And then if you are also a cat lover, when you go to my website, just go over here to cat training and click on it and start looking at the articles, and you'll get a pop-up that you can go ahead and sign up for the cat lovers email list as well. Okay, and again, you can unsubscribe to that list at any time, but I'd be happy to have you on board. And always, if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. I do read the comments. I do reply, and you can also reply to any email you receive from me. And don't forget to put me in your contacts list so that the emails don't go to spam. So again, thank you for watching. My name is Deborah. My website is peoplelovinganimals.com, and I really hope this has helped. I hoped this has helped. Thanks again. Bye-bye.